Everyone know One Piece, so do I. I'm a huge fan of One Piece, watch a lot of episodes, many islands, many fights, and many buildings. And I think it's just a 2D building in anime. What if those buildings is not just a 2D, but in 3D and more realistic? And I got an idea. With a skill that I learned from architecture, I can make this. And it become when architecture want to make a realistic 8 head. I choose this picture for reference from EGGHEAD Island. First step, I have to make a model of those buildings, start with the floor and the shape of our building for guide. I will make a rectangle and cylinder shape and put this in the position just like a picture, and make a little bit detail shapes just like this one. Now I finish all guide shape that show in the picture, and I push all these in a position. I add a scene to check a perspective in the same position in the picture. And then the second step is add a detail of the building. I will make it the same as much as I can. More detail is mean more realistic. Just like this idiom. The devil is in the detail. The first one is done. I will add a balcony rail later. And I have to do this again and again and again until I finish all this. This will be a long way to go. Something just happened while I'm working, and it's bad news. This is a nightmare of architecture. Everything at dawn, everything just gone. I'm just kidding. The program has a recover file for this situation, so everything just fine. I keep working on it. I add a lot of detail here. I add a locket, a detail on the top of the building, and now I'm just making a pot for putting a glass, and then put some building to make it more like a city. After everything done, let's check in the render program. I think it's just look pretty good now, but it's just a white model here, so I will go for another step. Push a color on this model. I will put a color close to the picture, so I will put a material for another step, and it will help me remember what color I use it. So I will skip coloring. Here the result after color all of the model. It looks more lively now. It's time to put a material and do environment, the sunlight, the direction of the sun, and every environment that makes it more realistic. I think almost the city is made by a metal or steel or something of the effect, and I'm sure it has a glass. I will put a material one by one and some light. I think the atmosphere of the city should be a future, cause it's made by Vegapunk, the most smartest scientist in One Piece. Material I use in DeFi is steel, aluminum, and metal. I put it almost everything, and I put a light in some spot that I think it will make this city more future, or something scientists will do. And I add more detail that I didn't add. This window, this metal, or something that makes sense to add. And then I put a 4 type material, but if I put it in on a flat pane in model, it's not clearly see a line between a type, so I need to make a model of type 4. it will see more detail and looks more realistic. And the next step, the picture will look more comfort and lively, and it is a tree. In the picture, its palm and trunk, I will put it in the same position of the picture. When you put a nature in it, it's automatic fulfill your picture. Your picture will fully have a life. It have a green, a leaf. That make a picture look more realistic. This is look amazing,
No.
but it's just for one scene. I need to make it more like a city. So I use the smartest way to do it. Copy, paste. When you come close, you will see the behind is a skyline and it's not good. I need to hide it by push more tree, and more building, and building. And move it to the right spot to hide a skyline. We are more the final step. Now it's time to set an effect. I will set it in my style just like I want. And effect of environment, fog. I want it more like in the sky or mystery. I think it just look cool for me. When I finish setting the first scene, I will copy the setting effect to the second scene. Now, the last step before rendering is add to an animation scene. I will add it just 4 scenes in animation. This will be the first result and the second one will be in Photoshop. And here the result.